What's going on, everybody, man? It's Kenny Thomas here, chilling with KDC right here at TMVCafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Hope everybody's doing all right. The spring weather starting to kick in a little bit, get some decent weather at least. And joining me on tonight's program is a returning guest. As a matter of fact, he's been on the show multiple times with multiple people. You see, he's a hip hop artist, he's a producer representing the Louisville based hip hop record label group, Creative Natives. And he has released his latest project, and he calls himself the Mellow God, hence the name of the project. Goes by the name of Q-Mystik. He's with me right now. What's going on, man?
What's good with you, boy? It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Like usually when we do these interviews, it's you and one of your label mates. This is the first time I'm doing a solo interview with you, man. I believe so.
Word. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so all eyes on you, bro. All eyes on you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so first off, man. Let's talk about this record. Mellow God is the Mellow God. Is your latest release, and it is released exclusively on the Creative Natives website. Um, I mean, you've been staying busy. You're doing beats. You're doing projects, solo projects, group projects. How did it feel, man? Just working on this Mellow God joint, man. How did it feel working on this particular project?
Like it feels good to finally purge the, I guess that creative itch or like scratch that creative itch. Like the album cover I've had for the Mellow God, I've had since maybe 2022. So like that was really a thing before the whole project was. And I had a few songs lined up then, and it just kind of took the extra couple of years to really like flesh out and turn into something. Uh, Maybach from Volume 2 was actually originally a Mellow Guy cut before it was commandeered from by Romel for the compilation, which I didn't really have any objections to, but I originally had planned it to be on the Mellow God. So if anything, I'm glad it's out a little earlier. But it's more of the same, like Mr. Mellow. But if Mr. Mellow is Kaioken times whatever, then the Mellow God is Super Saiyan. It's like Super Saiyan going into those type of realms of power. So that's what I like to compare it to.
That's what's up, man. It's always good to hear you doing your thing, man. I've always admired the Louisville hip hop scene. That scene has shown me a lot of love since 2015. Um,
Or
I've crossed paths with a lot of people. And I've been telling people like, and I live in Lexington. I pay attention to the RJ Meads website, and that's what introduced me to the Louisville scene. And then I eventually crossed paths with Floyd, you, with Mill, Dylan, Peter Wesley, Shasha Renee, shout out to her,
yeah,
Sean
all the
P.
homies.
Yeah, Weston P. Spo, Sean P.
Man,
Um, cross paths with a lot of people throughout in the last decade. And one thing I know, one of the few things that's very constant with Louisville is you fellas of Creative Natives. And not only are y'all doing music, y'all traveling outside of Louisville to get the word out on this label and this movement.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and how are you feeling of creative natives as it is right now with everything that y'all have done up to this point with the music and the traveling and the performances? How do you feel about creative natives right now?
Uh, like it's still like we're still grinding, but at some points it's kind of crazy to look back just how long we've been doing it, like as a unit, and all the places it's taken us. Like we've been to Cali, we've been to Iowa, Wisconsin, West Virginia, like hella places. And the one of the most fulfilling things about it outside of like the travel has been really connecting with the people. And sometimes we don't even do that, like we don't always do that through the music. Like recently we've been throwing parties and people have been popping out and we just really been just vibing. Like there are people that are getting to know us now that like know that we rap, but like haven't been to a show. They just been to maybe the alcove a couple times, or maybe popped up at Planet of the Tapes when we were doing a function. And yeah, so it's it's in a good space. We're all in a good space creatively. We're all we're all still working on new stuff. Like the Mellow God is the start of more to come. So I'm excited. Um, I'm proud of the homies and yeah, all that they do. And shout out to the first ladies of Creative Native Records who hold down the fort while we're doing all this extra shit. You know, that's Caitlin, Tay, Sharice, and Kim. See, man, I'm single, so I don't have no first lady and shit. But they be holding it down while we out partying and traveling and creating and all of that shit. So it's really a uh, a group effort from all sides that kind of keep this engine going. So very exciting things musically and outside of music. So I feel good about it. I just yeah, niggas is feeling good.
It's good to hear, man, because obviously with music and being an independent artist, it's a lot of work. There's, no huge label backing. It's just this is coming from y'all. Um, and it's always important to to get to do what y'all got to do to get the word out on this music, this label, and showing people that hey, Louisville has always had a very uh solid scene in when it comes to hip hop and R&B, obviously.
Yeah,
And
that's facts.
I've mentioned a multitude of names. I know I'm forgetting some people. I mean, there's Jans, Jordan Jetson, Space Campaign. Shout out to
Yes.
them. Oh,
Shout out to the
my bad. Grammy award winning Jans. You know what I'm saying?
homies.
He's got a Grammy from a couple years back. Um, so yeah, man. Louisville. Yeah, when you think of that city, you think of the ESTG. You think of Jack Harlow, obviously. But there's more to the scene than
A
those two.
whole lot
A
more.
whole lot, and I'm pretty sure
Whole.
a whole lot. And so I want you to get me up to speed. Now, who are some of the artists in the area that maybe I'm not familiar with, but I need to tap into at some point? Who are some of the people that you feel like want to come up as far as the Louisville scene?
Hmm. That's a good question. For me, like kind of who I've had eyes on for the past couple of years is the boys from That's Crazy Camp, like Horace Gaither and Otez and I think shit, Slew got some shit going on at the World and Tiger tonight. That's probably where I'm gonna slide after this. That's why I needed a nap because I knew I was gonna pop out and be amongst the people tonight and shit.
Yeah.
But those are a couple people. Big shout out to C Dog and No Face. They make up Shuffle and Repeat. Shuffle and Repeat. They're kind of like crossing communities because they put in a lot of footwork. They go to a lot of shows, so they know a lot of bands, a lot of rappers, a lot of singers. So when they put on a card, it's a wide array of sounds for real. It might be like a pop artist on there, a rock band, like a rapper, a singer, and somebody who plays guitar or something like that. So C Dog and No Face have been putting in hella work from the shuffle and repeat standpoint. And they're also great performers too. Like they got a show coming up on May 1st at Camp Spaceman. It's the first hip hop show there. And Camp Spaceman has been largely a rock like space. So this is their introduction into like more hip hop crowds. And they just put a card together that's like perfect to mix the two crowds because it's a lot of rack rock, like not really hybrids, but there are influences that kind of cross into each other with the card that they put together. I'll send you a flyer for that, or like I'll send you the shuffle and repeat IG and shit like that, and you can keep up with them because they're very active in the community. But yeah, there's a lot of dope people, like whether they do numbers and are known or not. So yeah, that's just a select few out of a lot more that I'm like just not listening right now. I would be here all night if I sit here and rack my brain, be like, oh yeah, they're dope. Yeah, they're dope. Yeah, they're dope. There's just I just encourage people to step out and see for themselves.
Yeah.
You see your homie or any of the people that I just listed previously doing something, like go see them. It's more than likely going to be worth the money if it even costs money. So yeah, it's a lot of good music in the city.
Facts, man. And we living in times when a multitude of things can very when entertainment events are getting very, very expensive. Um, but there's one thing that remains constant is that independent shows, they don't follow that. Wow. It's like $10, $15 at the door to enjoy some quality music, quality live music. And that's what I love about independent music and stuff like that. It's still it's always there. It's always been there. And people, and like you said, man, people need to just get outside and just go see for themselves. It's a lot of good talent in the city, in the surrounding areas. And I'm fortunate I got to get a glimpse of the scene from time to time. I love Louisville. I've always loved the 502. And just check them out, man. And check out Q-Mystik. Check out the release, the recent release, the Mellow God. It is
Yes, sir.
available on Creative Native's website. So check them out, man. It's a lot of dope tracks. If you love currency vibes. If you're into that currency vibes, the Wiz Khalifa mixtape vibes, as far as the beats and the the music and just the wordplay and whatnot. The Dat Piff era. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah.
go go. You go listen to Q-Mystik. Go listen to his beats.
Yes, sir.
Go listen to his catalog music. You will enjoy what you hear. Now, you a little bit earlier, you mentioned that majority of creative natives already working on new music and things like that, including yourself, which
Hmm.
kind of leads me to one of those notable releases. Now, you see, about a couple of years ago, you and Furious Floor did a collaboration project. You did a project called Ghetto Gospel, and
Yes, sir.
I remember the interview we did discussing that project, and I was there. I think on the night that y'all performed those songs for the very first
Yeah, yeah. You were at the release show. I remember that.
I was there. That was one of the first Louisville shows I got to go to. And shout out to Don B. Shout out to all to Peter Wesley and to many other cats that was there that night. Um, but man, that was one of the best shows I've ever been to. Um,
Man,
and
thank you.
and this is my favorite highlight was the last song that y'all played. And then after the song was played, I started the chant. I'm a wrestling fan, and you know how it is. When artists hear the encore chants and things like that, I just want to take credit for that, for the encore chant, and then y'all would play the same song again
Yep.
to end the set. So, um, with all that being said, now we all know, we watch TV shows, we watch movies, we 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 we, we always intrigued with the original stuff, but then we always be looking into whether they're gonna get into the sequel or not. So with that being said, Mr. Mystic, sir, um, will there be a follow up to Ghetto Gospel? Are we getting Ghetto Gospel 2 at some?
Yes. There is a ghetto gospel too. It we got quite a few cuts for it. Actually, we're like maybe 3 songs from finishing it, or at least like the template of what we got going on. Yeah, me and Floyd have definitely been brainstorming on what a sequel is gonna look and sound like. I don't even think we're gonna call it Ghetto Gospel 2, but when it does come out, it will look and feel like a ghetto gospel joint. Like you'll know it when you see it and definitely hear it. We got a little snippets here and there. Like we performed one of the tracks off of it, like maybe once or twice over the past couple of years, like over the last year or two. But it does exist. It will be coming out. It will be coming out this year. And whether it and I'm fairly confident in saying that it's not going to be a sophomore slump from me and my guy Floyd. We kind of step away a little bit from the more religious aspect of it, and we looked at it from more of a principle standpoint. So instead of the church setting, it would be kind of like the overarching ideas that you get out of these settings. But I was still flipping the gospel sample. So it's still we still gonna take y'all to church. We just not gonna be as preachy with it. I think this one's gonna it was inspired more from the many heart to hearts we've had with people about the first project and how they told us that it's made them feel. And I think the direction we're going in is just a natural direction of what you would expect next after hearing the first joint, even though it's so short. Like we really could have made a whole album of ghetto gospel, but keeping it that bite-sized piece did us a lot of good, and it gave us the wiggle room to do what we're doing with the second one. So yes, it's coming out. How soon? I can't say. I literally don't know, but you can mark my words that it will be dropping this year, and yeah, I feel that it's in some ways going to be just as special as the first one, but it will. We don't want to do like ghetto gospel plus. You feel me? We really want to do like a ghetto gospel 2, not 1.5 or 1.8 like update. So we've been working on it. We're inching closer to the end of that. But yeah, it's definitely in the works, man. There's been a lot of life going on, a lot of crazy shit going on in the world,
Yeah.
and there's plenty to speak on. So yeah, we won't be short of it. It'll be upon us sooner rather than later.
All right, man. That's awesome. Happy to hear. I'm happy to hear that it's on the brink of being released. That it will see the light of day.
Yeah,
Um. Oh, and by the way, the song that I was referring to on the first Ghetto Gospel, it was the Never Left joint.
yeah. I
Um,
remember that.
that was that was at the out at the end of your verse. You said the middle God after your verse. So that was the song that led to the encore of the album release a few years back. You can listen
Yes,
to that.
sir.
You can listen to that record also on the Creative Meters record on the website, I should say, and it's also on the streaming platforms as well. But most of the projects are on Creative Native's website.
Yes, sir.
So go check that out. Tap in. Q-Mystik. Shout out to Emil. Shout out to Floyd. Shout out to the whole crew, Creative Natives. I know you about to tap in with this show. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that, man. Thank you so much for your time. Great to catch up with you.
Hell yeah.
Go check out the Mellow Guy album on the Creative Natives website. Go check that out. $4.99 is the price to pay, and you can also enjoy the music, man. Shout out to Creative Natives, man. Louisville 502 representing, man. Uh, so thank you, Q, man. Keep doing your thing. Tell the fellas I say hello if you run into them tonight.
Man, we'll definitely do, bro.
Yeah,
Man, the natives
yeah.
fuck with Kenny C, man. We big chilling over here. So big shout
Peace.
out to you, dog. You've been a huge supporter of local music and local wrestling and shit like that. And like we truly appreciate you for sure, man.
Appreciate you, fellas. Y'all keep doing your thing. I'm looking forward to that follow up, man. I'm looking forward to all the releases, but that ghetto gospel follow up, I'm gonna be, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be, I'm gonna be waiting on it. You know, like a kid on Christmas. Gonna be waiting on it.
Yeah.
You have a good night, man. Enjoy your weekend, man, and keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, big dog. You stay easy, man.
Peace, man. Peace. All right.